Well guys, new year, new me, or at least I would be saying that if someone would have remembered to commission a new outfit for me. But yeah, aside from that, it's finally 2023 and I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas cause I didn't. Oh, why you ask? Well, it's cause not only did I miss out on the blonde vinyl restock, but I also had to see Quez Watkins be a fucking embarrassment on Christmas Eve, so yeah, the holidays can really suck a lefty as far as I'm concerned. But since I'm back in somewhat better than ever, also gotta talk about all the music related things that's expected to happen this year and tell you guys why you shouldn't get your hopes up. Alright, so for starters, we gotta talk about Carti and his highly anticipated upcoming album Music, or whatever it's called, that was teased back in April during an interview with XXL, but if you check around with Carti's weird little gremlins in his own personal IG, it seems that we might just be getting a new album from the Atlanta rapper pretty soon. Now what I will say to all of this is that if Carti's blueballing us, I will legit chop my nuts off and send it to his home as a threat, and knowing Carti's notoriety of being so mysterious and incognito due to the public, I might as well get my butcher knife ready. And people have been saying that this is gonna be some completely new sound and how it's gonna change everything, basically bringing in the same hype that they had when Whole Lotta Red dropped 2 years ago. But with a slew of new Carti leaks coming out of the woodworks, I'm gonna be honest and say I really hope this new album doesn't sound like any of this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like a good Carti leak and I highly agree that Backup is the best leak he's got, but at the same time when Whole Lotta Red dropped, it already changed the mainstream sound into this whole rage trap thing that's already played out thanks to guys like Ken Carson, Yeat, and many more. So when the little vamps are saying that this is something totally new, the bar I chose to set for this album will be 10 times higher than what it was with Whole Lotta Red. I just hope that we get all those little features that Carti teased 2 years ago, but knowing Carti, we might not see him at all. But talking about leaks and high expectations, Lil Yachty also just went through one of the worst situations ever for a rapper, and no, I'm not talking about going bankrupt, I'm talking about how his entire upcoming album Sonic Ranch was leaked online. Now just like with Carti, Yachty has decided that he wanted to step away from the generic hip-hop light, and this time tapping into his entertainment palette to make a more alternative album. And I'm not gonna lie, I listened to it and damn, I feel really bad for bro, cause this is actually kinda good. I mean, sure, turn down the autotune, cause this nigga sounded like he was drowning in the studio, but for the most part, it's not bad at all. In a way, it's kinda like when Lil Wayne tried to go all punk rock on niggas, but instead of completely shitting the bed in every way imaginable, he actually worked that alt psych rock sound into something that more complemented his vocals, his rapping ability, and still kept that hip flair to make this project stand out. Now, due to the news of the leak, the only thing Yachty has said was this, which is fair, cause what else can you say to your whole album getting leaked? But I know it sucks major ass to have something that seems like he actually spent quite a bit of time on just to get leaked like that, but I guess there's nothing much you can do at this point but cease and desist and cross fingers that everybody else didn't hear it. And the last thing I want to talk about and things that might or really might not happen this year is regarding Frank Ocean and if this nigga will actually drop an album or instead find ways to keep promoting his homemade cock ring. I mean, at this point, I don't even think Frank could give a rat's ass if the world needed him to drop one song, otherwise the planet would explode. This man would still just sit there twiddling his thumbs while contemplating the many ways he can exploit his idiotic fan base. And it's crazy to think about because in an old post from last year, Frank basically clarified that back in 2019, when he dropped DHL and In My Room, that those were supposed to be the leading singles in a rollout that was going to happen in 2020, but of course we all know what happened that year. Uzi dropped, so how can you even match up against that, Frank? But aside from that, there was also the fact that this man's little brother died and a raging pandemic that completely screwed the entire world over and more likely scrapped the entire album. And I know Frank's back now promoting Homer as per usual and dishing out blonde represses that no one can get their hands on thanks to scalpers, but I'm not gonna lie, if the hackers were gonna leak anyone's music, it should have been Frank's at this point. I mean, come on. But basically all I want to say is, once again, thanks for a great 2022 both in music and on YouTube, and of course now that I'm back in the swing of things, it's back to the usual Monday and Friday vids to keep you guys entertained. All I ask is that you guys just watch the content, show love, and pray every day that Drake doesn't drop another bad album. But on that note, if you liked the video, feel free to subscribe as well, follow my IG and Twitter, and follow Chocolate on Instagram for more illustrations. And on that note, I'll see you on Friday when I list all of my New Year's resolutions that I won't achieve. Peace.
If you fuck somebody's baby mama to this shit,